New tonight, it's been nearly 3 years since two teens were killed in a crash in Johnston.
This was the aftermath of the scene on Route 6 when a car lost control and slammed into an SUV waiting at the gas pump, causing an explosion and fire. 18-year-old Taylor Riley and 18-year-old Dylan Lorenzo were killed. Today, the driver of the car they were in, Zachary Albanese, pleaded no contest to criminal charges stemming from the crash. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now from Superior Court with the latest. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, on December 13th, 2016, the lives of 3 families changed in an instant. And today, Zachary Albanese admitted he was driving recklessly when he caused the crash that claimed the life of his best friend and girlfriend. An emotional day in Superior Court as the families of Taylor Riley and Dylan Lorenzo tell a judge about the two 18-year-olds whose lives were cut short.
I cannot explain the level of emptiness that losing a child leaves you with.
This was the crash on Johnston's Route 6 in 2016. On Tuesday, Zachary Albanese pleading no contest to charges including driving to endanger, death resulting, and reckless driving. Prosecutors say he was speeding, weaving in and out of cars when he clipped the bumper of a turning vehicle and lost control, causing the deadly and fiery crash.
We do not want vengeance, but we do want justice.
The victims' families asked their faces not be shown. Dylan Lorenzo's brother says he was on his way to celebrate Dylan's birthday when he got stuck in the traffic caused by the crash.
I had a gut feeling that something happened. The last text I sent to you was, "Please tell me you're okay. There's a huge accident at Hartford Ave." I never got a response.
Taylor Riley's stepfather, an East Providence firefighter, listened to the calls on the scanner.
I could not leave my baby alone on that stretcher in that room. She looked so peaceful, and I could not believe she was gone. I held her hand and I kissed her forehead. I will never forget how cold she was.
Albanese will now head to minimum security for 18 months and then serve 3 years home confinement. He'll also lose his license for 2 years and spend another 10 on probation. And police believe Albanese was racing another driver at the time of that crash. That driver, Peter Lawrence, was sentenced last month to probation and suspended prison time. Coming up new at 6, we'll hear from one of the victims' mothers about what she hopes Albanese will do with the 500 hours of community service he was sentenced to today. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
The man whom police say caused a deadly car wreck in 2016 pleaded no contest to multiple charges today.
22-year-old Zachary Albanese was behind the wheel when he lost control on Route 6 in Johnston, spinning into a gas station and causing a fiery explosion. His best friend Dylan Lorenzo and his girlfriend Taylor Riley, both 18, were killed.
New at 6, we're hearing from Riley's mother, who hopes some good will come out of the tragedy. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian was in court today and joins us live with the latest. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, it was an incredibly emotional day today here inside Superior Court, where Zachary Albanese pleaded no contest to charges, admitting the decisions he made behind the wheel of his car contributed to the deaths of 2 people he cherished. The lives of 2 teenagers cut short on December 13th, 2016. Now Zachary Albanese is pleading no contest to charges including driving to endanger, death resulting, and reckless driving. The crash claimed the lives of Taylor Riley and Dylan Lorenzo. Riley's family had just met Albanese the night before. Her mother talking about the immense conflict she now grapples with. The young man who made her daughter smile was also responsible for cutting her life so short. As she addressed the court, she asked her face not be shown.
We want to know that Taylor and Dylan did not die in vain. We want to know that someone else's child will have a chance at life despite the fact that ours did not. We look forward to hearing of Zach's speaking engagements within local high schools while spreading a message regarding the ripple effects of reckless driving. It is my strong belief that Zach was left here on this earth for a reason. We expect that he will use this opportunity afforded to change others' lives in a positive way.
Albanese will have to complete 500 hours of community service along with 18 months at minimum security and another 3 years home confinement, something the victims' families called a lenient but fair sentence. And Albanese himself did briefly address the court today, only saying he was grateful to have the chance to speak with the victims' families before his court appearance. Another man was also charged in connection with this crash, Peter Lawrence, who was sentenced last month to probation and suspended prison time. Live in Providence tonight, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.